Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. We are going to react to vs desu, community notes violating people, normies hate VTubers. I mean, this is fairly normal. This isn't really, like, behavior that's, like, out of, I would say, out of the ordinary, I would say. It's pretty much, it, it's nothing ordinary, it's pretty much normal. Well, I would say that, you know, the VTubing community kind of has like a bit of, what I would say, a sorry, a it's a bubble that makes it seem like it's really big, and like, no, it's not. The VTuber community is not big, and if somebody sees a VTuber, well, who doesn't watch VTubers, he will probably think it's weird. And I can understand that, because I thought it was weird in the beginning as well. Look at me now. Anyways, guys, let's get into the video. Also, subscribe to the channel. It'd be a huge help. We are trying to reach 1K, so I need a few more people in my kingdom. Because, you know, I'm the slime prince. And, you know, I need a more... Send dudes! I'm in a fight! I need more men! Anyways, guys, let's get into the video.
Hey, what's up guys, Riv here. So welcome back to another edition of Community Notes Violating People. This is a monthly segment on the channel you guys really seem to enjoy.
That's a monthly segment? That's wild, actually. I never realized that he does that. That's cool, actually. That's funny.
Simple for those who are new to it. The Community Notes system is a communal fact-check system on Twitter where qualified users can leave a note underneath tweets, often providing additional context.
This is the best feature without a shred of doubt on Twitter. 100%. 100%. I saw so many people get cooked by this feature alone. Misinformation gets cooked, lies get cooked, everything.
And if that note gets enough upvotes from the community, it is publicly applied to the tweet, often dispelling misinformation and making people look really stupid as a result. So let's jump right into the first note for today. It involves this tweet.
It doesn't make people look stupid, because that implies that it has like kind of a, you know, there's a chance that they're wrong. Which, sure, sometimes community notes can be wrong, sure. I think so. I have not seen an instance where that happened, but it can happen. It makes dumb people look dumb.
And the accompanying data. So from Stream Hatchet, you have this caption saying the top 10 female streamers during August by average viewers across all platforms.
But of course, they don't count VTubers, because if it included VTubers, I think, like, aside from like these two, maybe these three, the top three, if they like Emiru and Emiru would certainly still be in there in this list. The other two maybe, but like the rest probably wouldn't even be in that list anymore, which is wild.
Platforms. And you see some familiar faces like Emiru, Pokimane, Valkyrie, all that stuff. But if you've ever followed this sort of information involving streamers on YouTube or Twitch...
Damn, I assumed Pokimane would have been higher. Okay. Because, like, people simping over her, I assumed that she would be higher, but I guess not.
You definitely notice something that is missing, and that is VTubers, and that is reflected in the note underneath this tweet
VTubers
saying
aren't
this list
women.
excludes female streamers who are VTubers, and then it lists 5 different...
Emiru would be ranked 6th. Wow, VTubers are cooking.
Hollow Live specific VTubers who would all top that chart. They would all outrank Emiru, who is on the top of that female streamer list. In fact, if you go to the source here, it's from the same account, and this is the top 10 VTubers in the month of August, and you can see their numbers would pretty much knock all of those other...
I mean, we cannot really count, like, Aqua, because, like, she has graduated, which I think is sad, but, like, she has graduated, so if we remove her, Emiru would be 5th. Oh, that's wild.
Female streamers right out of the top 10. Like, it's that much of a disparity in the numbers. And again, it leads to a weird result where it's like, is this intentional? Like, do they not consider VTubers to be in the same realm as these female streamers? Or are they trying to imply that these VTubers are not females? It's a very weird set of results, but that is the note that was applied, correcting the misinformation there. But before we get into the next note, let's hear.
It does seem very weird. But at the same time, we're gonna go German. V. We also kind of like split ourselves off from like the flesh tubers a little bit, kind of. Some do it, some not really. I don't do it. I don't really care. I'm just a content creator who happens to be a VTuber.
Hear from today's sponsor. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Giga Chads at Factor have returned to sponsor this video. Get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders using my link. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code with your phone. Now, what is Factor? It is a trusted pre-made meal delivery service featuring a large selection of high-quality meal options for you to enjoy without the hassle of cooking or even shopping at the grocery store. Ready to eat in just 2 minutes, Factor will save you precious time and energy that can be used for more important things, like anime girls and the latest Rev upload. If you're familiar with this...
I think cooking actually is a skill that you should acquire. Cooking is a skill that everybody should be able to do.
Channel, you know I only promote services I stand by. I'm not just a partner with Factor, but also a loyal customer. Me and my wife order Factor weekly and will continue to for many years to come. I also love Factor because they offer not only delicious meals, but also high protein and diet conscious meal options for people like me who want to maximize their gains at the gym. So if you're interested in trying out Factor, make sure
I don't know if you follow like his wife on Twitter, but she posted like a picture when they were eating. And I must say, that VTuber model does not resemble Ref whatsoever. That man is jacked. That man is jacked. I understand.
Use the link in the description or scan the QR code with your phone. Welcome back, guys. So now I want to give an update to an article I covered in a video from a few weeks ago. It's about Black Myth Wukong and the hype surrounding it on release. And in that hype, a lot of games journalists were doing everything in their power to downplay how successful this game was. And you can see this article.
That's a bit off topic.
It says Black Myth Wukong drops nearly 2 million players in several hours. And this title is clickbait slop. And it'll be hit with a note, as you can see.
No way! Time zones! Chinese people go to bed! Insane!
Correcting a very unfair portrayal of the facts. So they were trying to mislead you into thinking that the player base completely abandoned this game after 24 hours. Well, as it turns out, it's because a lot of people...
That is a lie.
Okay,
that
it's
did
no
not
secret
happen.
that China is the country with the most number of gamers, and Game Science, the development team who made Wukong, was also obviously going to promote more Chinese gamers because they're a Chinese development company. So yes, they would eventually go to bed, and also people from surrounding regions would go to bed at a similar time. So you would see this drop off. And of course, this is where the article ends. They don't show anything beyond this point where it would resurge back up even to a higher number the next day. And that's just games journalists because they're doing everything in their power to kill the hype. So
game journalists try to kill the hype for everything that doesn't suit their agenda. That is like pretty obvious. We have seen it time and time again that would happen.
Surrounding Black Myth Wukong, because for months on end they were speaking illy of this game. They were speaking badly about Game Science, the development team. They're trying to slander them. They're trying to review this game negatively to try to discourage people from playing it, but that all backfired. And
yeah, they tried to as far as I'm aware, they some Yeah, Game Science. The wait, no, that is that the developer team? I don't know. Um, of but one like journalist group. I don't know. Um, basically gave out false translations, which made the developers seem very misogynistic, which was not the case. Was just falsely translated. Now the question is, was this an accident or did that happen on purpose? I do not know.
Wukong is still maintaining insane numbers as of recording this video. But let's move on to another story in gaming, a very interesting one. I don't know if a lot of you guys know about the app Flappy Bird. This was a very short-lived app back in 2013. It was only around for about a year. And now there's this supposed comeback on Twitter where it says it's been over 10 years since I was alive back in 2014. Do you really think you were done with me? Oh no, we're just getting started. Get ready. And you can see the note here says, this is not a community project and the trademark was not bought. It was seized in court by Game Tech Holdings LLC due to Nguyen's inactivity. And it seems to be a crypto scam slash using fans' nostalgia for the game to sell NFTs. That is nasty work right there. Using
How the fuck are NFTs back? Like, why?
nostalgia to push that garbage. But there's a very interesting history with Flappy Bird. It was an app released in 2013. It soared in popularity. It was your typical brain rot, obstacle avoiding type mobile game, and it got millions and millions of users. But after a year, the creator, Nguyen, would shut down the game forever because they believed it was an addictive product. It also seems clear looking at their history that they really didn't like the attention that this game got. It wasn't meant to blow up and be used by millions. It was supposed to be a small, like, trinket, basically, to use to burn a few brain cells.
That's weird. Like, if I made a game, and that game became really successful, why not make the game better? That's just a weird take on like shutting down a game. I don't know. It's just
It wasn't
weird.
meant to be this viral product that everyone was using. And now you see here in 2024, this person took up the Flappy Bird logo here, is trying to use this to push NFTs and crypto scams. And honestly, it's just really, really scummy behavior. And once again, good thing we have the notes for stuff like this because people might have fallen for this in their attempt to relive some nostalgia with this game. Here's the next note saying, did y'all hear about Vladimir Putin opening the oldest vault to reveal images of biblical figures? They all black. Every single one. Man, with that sort of language at the end there, they might get a job at Sweet Baby Inc. rewriting
Sweet Baby catching strays. That's always good.
Characters, you know what I mean? But anyways, yeah, obviously an insane tweet trying to rewrite history. And the note says Putin has not opened the oldest vaults, or any vaults for that matter, which I kind of find that last half a little interesting. Like, how do you know he hasn't opened any vaults at any time? How do you track that sort of information? But anyways, in all seriousness, obviously
somebody knows things we don't. Maybe an insider Russian?
Crazy disinformation here. And on top of that, with all the recent content creators and social media users being exposed as Russian assets, the amount of misinformation surrounding all of this stuff is
some of these were wild. Some of these were really wild. People getting quote unquote exposed for Russian assets is like crazy. That is crazy. Those are some crazy takes.
Crazy. So I don't know what's going on here with some of these tweets. But let's move on to another update. I actually talked about this article about a month ago as well, where PC Gamer made this absolute, I don't know, therapy session in their article saying, watch latex-clad billionaire punch out poor people in the debut gameplay trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow. And you can see the note was finally applied long after I covered this, saying Batman does not punch random poor people as the tweet suggests. He specifically attacks criminals.
Man, what is this pushing anti-capitalism bullshit? What is this? Maybe if you put... I mean, two things can be true at the same time. I mean, a criminal can also be poor. But not every poor person is a criminal.
And that's obviously the truth. And a lot of people are trying to, demonize Batman as a character, saying that he only beats up on poor people. And really, with their tweet from PC Gamer and the article attached, they're pretty much linking poverty to criminality, which is probably not the progressive take that they want, but they just look really foolish in their molding about a superhero. But
I mean, we've seen a couple of times where people on the quote-unquote left link poverty to crime, and then crime, and in this case, poverty also to black people and crime to black people, which is very disingenuous to all the hardworking people of color. Like, some of these takes are insane.
But here's another one saying, this person, the original tweet saying, man, stop wasting them people's time, with a reference to this episode of Paternity Court where this person says the gag that he actually turned out to not be the father, where the note...
Not that it is also not disrespectful, like linking crime to, like, poverty is also disrespectful to everyone, basically. Because there are a lot of hardworking people. Of any ethnicity.
Says he was, in fact, the father. A little bit of a mischief here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were like me back when you were a kid and you had like a snow day, or you were sick from school or something, and you got like that trashy daytime TV, the Jerry Springers, the Maurys, the Steve Wilkos. They had a lot of paternity tests and stuff like that. And it's crazy looking back at how like memey all that stuff was, when literally there was like lives on the line, very serious subjects, but it was just so fun.
In this day and age, where you can cheat at any time, I think, this may sound hard, but I think paternity tests should be mandatory. Because we are a very hypersexualized society now, and everybody can just step out even more nowadays, because like we are all like technically hyper connected. So a girl can just like swipe and get a dude to sleep with. That's just how it is. I mean, sure, have those options. I guess that's your gift, man. I don't care. So I think paternity tests should be mandatory. Might be a hot take. Might be not be a hot take. I don't know.
Funny because the people were so trashy and ridiculous. But paternity court seems a little more buttoned up, a little more serious than that stuff. But you can see here, this is the father and son who were taking the paternity test, and they turned out shockingly to be the same blood. And you could have just looked at the facial profiles. I mean, they are literally clones of each other. But yeah, someone tried to mislead everyone with this, but was caught by the note. Here's another very interesting application of the community notes, and something I think should be used more often. So this person says, I got the community note, let's go. And they're quoting this tweet right here that simply has a piece of art. And you can see the note basically saying that this person, the artist here, Octavius, was the artist who made this piece right here. And this user was basically trying to post it without credit. And I think I understand kind of, a lot of people don't think too deeply about stuff when they're posting pictures onto Twitter. A lot of people just see like, ooh.
Man, just give the people credit. Just credit the people. Like, imagine if I just, like, reacted to refs' videos and then not put them in the description. That would be wrong, because I'm very much benefiting from his content, so no. The least you can do is shout out the people, give them credit, link them, whatever. This is just scummy.
Ooh, cute picture of anime girl. I'm going to post that cute picture of that.
But goddamn, she has legs. She has legs. She's got legs. Have I told you she got legs?
Anime girl. And they don't really think about crediting and things. It's not malicious, but if you're in a situation like that, I think credit should be applied through the notes. And that's at the very least. But if you go as far as to ignore requests from the artists who want credit for their artwork, and you ignore that or you defy it in any way, yeah, you should definitely have a note. The person should get credit. And also, when you have a note on your tweet, you don't make ad revenue. So people can't basically leech ad revenue by reposting other people's art without any sort of heading or caption or credit provided to it. Here's another example.
Wait, so you can make money off a tweet that is, like, community noted. Have I understand that perfectly?
Of beautifully simple community notes. I love the very short and to the point ones where this person has a video clip
I guess
B
it's funny. I guess B versus laser. It's a wasp
versus laser, and it's simply hit with a note saying wasp. And yes, I know that's a wasp right there. Believe me, because I had one of these bastards in my home recently, and let's just say he never made it back home. Yeah, he's going to pay the price for doing that. But here's another one saying, what do...
Careful though, if you... wasps are protected here in Germany. So if you wipe out a wasp, and somebody sees you, and that person now has a bone to pick with you, they can, pull the police on you. they can call the police on you. Because wasps are protected here. And it's not like, wasps are, like, unnecessary or useless. We need them for the ecosystem. They, feed on vermin. They feed on, like... I think hornets are a lot more chill. They seem big, but hornets are also really important. Like, there's a reason they're there. Now, mosquitoes, they can go. I don't care.
Do cigarettes even do with this person smoking 20 cigarettes at the same time? And the note simply says, cancer. They're not wrong. But yeah, this looks like...
Yeah, this is like... This is the equivalent of, like, some food tutorials I see on TikTok, where it's like... Just a bite of this will give you diabetes.
It'd be like a meme caption, like, you know, for every cigarette you smoke, you lose X amount on your life. And then you're smoking 20 at a time, you know, saying, like, me when I see the next DEI slop release game, you know. But anyways, in all seriousness, obviously, not too good for you, and very blunt answer here. Here's another one saying... with a picture of Sabrina Carpenter saying, wait, shouldn't the letters be projected on her chest be upside down and backwards? Where the note simply says, no, with a reference to a Wikipedia article about shadows. Yeah, we got to do something about the schools, man. We got to rework the schools because this is crazy. We don't know how...
They will not rework the schools. Never. They won't do that, because, you know, then they can produce useless factory workers. Because if you were actually to educate our kids, things would look a lot different. Very different.
Shadows
that
work
way you
anymore.
can just produce
it's literally like
sheep that follow your agenda
or something. I don't know, but this should have been very simple to understand, but thanks to the No for trying to correct this situation and educate some people on how shadows work. But here's another very bizarre pair of tweets here in Notes. I'm going to lose about 75% of you. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about here. But back in like 2015, 2016, like 10 years ago, people like Lil Tay were all over YouTube. People used to talk about her because back then she was like 9 or 10 years old or something. And a lot of YouTubers made drama videos about her because she was on social media flexing big stacks of $100 bills. And obviously everyone...
I don't know who this is, but they apparently cannot, you know, work well with money, apparently, in this case.
Everyone knew it was not her money, it was her parents' money. And then there was a crazy article.
Really? Flexing with your parents' money? Ain't no way.
Where she has like a... basically try to completely disassociate with her parents and claim they're like these terrible, awful people. But anyways, she's also known for doing a lot of stunts for attention. And we see this tweet saying, We have devastating news regarding Tay, where the note says, Lil Tay rent due again. Don't fall for this. That's some brutal work right there.
Oh no! Yeah, that was a violation. I wouldn't let that slide.
I don't know
Wow.
how that really got through the system, but that's what they're, I guess, claiming, that this is another publicity stunt. But speaking of that same era, here's a tweet from Woe Vicky. Again, probably a lot of people don't remember who she is, but she used to get clowned
Why does Democrat? Huh? They are saying us Dragon Ball fans can't read, but this is on a similar level. What the hell?
on a lot because she has like this crazy accent. She would say some out of pocket stuff, but she's still around here in the year 2024, and she said this: Why
I
does
don't know
Democrat
who that is.
have the word demon in it? And the note says it does not. It was a valiant effort. It just a swing and a miss on that one. But at this point, with these two people we just talked about, I feel like the next tweet's going to be like a 2016 MLG parody mix or something. I don't know, but I feel like I'm time warping into a previous generation on social media. But here's the next one. This kind of reminds me of.
Okay, wait. Lesbians can be attracted to men. Lesbians can kiss men. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Lesbians can have with men. Yeah. Lesbians can date men. No, that makes no sense. Lesbians can date multiple men. No, that makes no. Is it a trans? It's a trans flag. No. Yes. Yeah, but like again, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. A woman. Lesbian means a woman being specifically attracted exclusively to women. You see what happens when we separate sex and gender? We get this type of shit. Cause like, yeah, it's
Like the
ridiculous,
Bart Simpson
ridiculous.
meme where he's like writing on the chalkboard at school over and over again. That's what they're doing with this right here. This person saying over and over again, lesbians can do something involving men, whether it's intimacy or romance, and they can do those things without losing their status, and they would still be a lesbian, which obviously the
No,
note says lesbians are not attracted to men. I don't know if this is a real tweet, but it's trying really hard, and I guess another one to add to the collection today. But here's another one with a screenshot of Andrew Tate where he said, "Want to see cruelty? Put a female in charge," where this user quoted them saying, "Friendly reminder that every single war in history was started by a man."
this is gonna be hit back. it's
Okay, do
gonna
we even
that's
need to
gonna
note this when
heavily
that's
like
an outrageous claim? But you can see the note saying this. This is empirically false. Not only have female leaders started many wars, but also recent academic research has shown that historically states led by queens engaged in war more than states led by kings. They actually
and this is because women, people don't like to hear that, but women are more emotional than men. Which is why women also fight over the most insignificant things. Not that men wouldn't fight over insignificant things, but like, yeah,
actually
you
went
get
a
the idea.
step further. Oh, they're going crazy with this note. But here's the last set of notes for today. You can see this Daily Mail article here saying Simone Biles flaunts her Birkins, Range Rover, and Texas mansion, but the $25 million Olympic gymnast has given no handouts to her penniless birth mom who works as a cashier to make ends meet. Honestly, like low key, they're trying to make the mother seem like sympathetic, but like they kind of shame her for being poor at the same time. But then the note says, Her mom abandoned her. Source, literally you, with an article of theirs.
Beating them with their own weapons. You don't owe money to somebody who has... You don't owe anything to somebody who has abandoned you. May sound harsh, but it's true.
Where they talked about this exact set of facts. And it's pretty crazy to see your own article being as a source to dispel your own misinformation. On top of that, the Note, whoever wrote this was getting real sassy. They had had enough of whatever was going on here. But here's a bonus note to end this video. This was actually in the replies of that previous tweet saying, Community Notes is the only good thing Musk has brought to this app. And the note says Community Notes were first launched under former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey in 2021 under the name of Birdwatch. The only thing Elon Musk did was that he renamed the feature to Community Notes. And that is true. Like, a lot of times I'll say, like, oh, this is the best feature Elon has ever made.
Yeah,
it's not
but
necessarily
like...
that he created it. It's that he improved what was already there. And
yeah. True.
at the time, the note system was very biased. It was definitely politically motivated. It was only applied in very rare circumstances. It definitely had an agenda because it was constantly targeting the same types of people. And as long as you didn't have wrongthink in the minds of the old Twitter regime, you would never get noted. Like, you could go up there and be like, 1 + 1 = 47.
And now everybody gets noted. You cannot escape the community notes.
And the sun isn't real. It's fake. And the team over there would be like, our hands are tied. We can't do anything. You don't have the wrongthink necessary for a note to be applied to your tweet. But anyways, that's some more backstory.
There is no sun. It's just a giant light bulb. The Earth is flat. We are under a dome, and over, like, space is actually not space, but just water.
On that, Elon has improved the system. It's really
get your tinfoil hats, boys and girls.
Far and away best thing he has done. He's made a lot of mistakes, but improving the note system is definitely the best thing he has done, and it's led to a lot of great content that we enjoy in videos like this at least once a month. But for now, that's going to do it for this latest round of Community Notes Violating People. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below.
I mean, some of these weren't that violating, but, like, there were a few good ones in there, definitely. Like, there were good ones. I think the normies hate VTubers aspect came a little too short. That's a bit clickbait. But still a good one. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.